Welcome, welcome everyone to the Languages Pedagogy Podcast. One more time. Yes, new episode today with a wonderful teacher, another wonderful teacher. I'm so excited today because uh, it's not the first time I'm actually interviewing someone from a beautiful country. All of them are beautiful, but I got a really good story with Argentina, and I really love Argentina. So today our guest comes from Argentina. Wonderful teacher, real teacher here. And we're going to be talking a lot about little bit about many things maybe, but the main focus today is the intermediate plateau, why your English stops improving and how to break through. Such a beautiful topic that we have today. But before going any further, for all the listeners who haven't met you before, tell us a little bit about yourself and what led you to become passionate about helping learners overcome language barriers. Victoria.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for having me here, Mike. Thank you. Well, actually, you started with the name, with Breakthrough,
Yes.
and that is the name of my projects. Uh, and actually, we know that breakthrough is a noun or a verb. We can also, you know, and um, and that is the name that inspired my project. And what I really want my students is to discover the language. Maybe when they first start, they don't know they are able to learn another language. Well, a breakthrough can be a great discovery for them. So, or maybe a development for those
Yes.
who have already been studying. So that's why they can uh, solve some problems through the language, overcome this barrier we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so and of course, breakthrough to breakthrough is to overcome an obstacle.
Yes.
So that's another thing that inspired me. I want to help them to stop studying English and feeling English as a burden, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, can't cope with this. I can't make it. uh, but they can move beyond the limitation or beyond this barrier they had found. I mean, I'm a B1, B2 level, and I can't move
Yes.
on, that is what I'm working on. I have not discovered anything different yet. I mean, I'm trying to find ways to help them to use the language.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. As
Beautiful.
simple as that.
Yeah. Well, it's not that simple, I would say. I think, right now I remember something, in one of the previous episodes as well. I'm gonna be recalling some of them because uh some of those great teachers who were actually talking here as well. In one of them, I had Dave Burgess, wonderful teacher as well, top. He has a book called Teach Like a Pirate. Beautiful. And
Mm,
I just say, um, I only, sometimes we use words like that, only, just. But he's like, no, that's not only or just, not even simple.
mm.
It's something big. So for sure, your project is just like that, a breakthrough. Huge.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
and that's the point, I think. So Victoria, sorry, you've been in this career for how long so far?
17 years now.
17 years. Beautiful.
17 years now. School teacher, of course.
Mm,
Uh, Private school, kinder, uh, secondary school too.
wow.
So yeah.
Which one do you like the most?
So difficult. It's like when students ask you, which is your favorite group? Uh, I don't know. No, children. I love children, really.
Yeah.
Now my project is for adults. I don't teach children nor yeah,
Teenagers,
teenagers.
just
Mm-mm.
adults. Oh,
Adults, but uh, children. Nowadays, I work at a primary school, actually. Uh, I have so much fun. They have fun. They learn quickly, and oh, they are lovely.
Yes.
They
They
enjoy the
absorb
session.
it.
We play, we sing, we act out. They are lovely. Really,
Love it.
really
Love it.
good.
I love it.
Really
I love it. It's really hard actually to find which group is better because I think all of them
Oh,
have their advantages, right?
and they
It's
always
really hard.
ask, I don't know where you live, but in Argentina, they are so competitive. To say, we divide groups into A and B,
Oh,
where I teach. So, teacher, what do you think, A or B? I love you guys.
yes. It happened. I think that's kind of at the trend worldwide. Which one's better? A, B, one or two, red or green, flower or
Yeah.
turtle? All the they start comparing. Even the little ones, so inquisitive. I mean, they just go like, "Teacher, you don't like red, you like green." I'm like,
Mm,
"Oh my
yeah.
God, he got me."
Yeah.
So, so sweet, but it is beautiful. So now that we're just talking about this, how you help learners, how you help adults now. You've been helping many ages from little ones all the way up to adults. So the
Mhm,
phrase, for example, I'm stuck at intermediate has
mhm.
become almost like universal among English learners. Why do
I
you
can
think this?
understand, but
Yes.
I
Why
cannot produce.
yeah, why do you think this stage specifically is so frustrating?
Uh, I think that when we first start learning a language,
Hmm.
we see progress, and we're so engaged and encouraged, and then, uh, well, that improvement that was so obvious,
Hmm.
you start not noticing any progress. So it's the stage where students uh, continue studying, and and they can't perceive uh, improvement. They
Yeah.
perceive little visible progress. So
Yeah.
uh, mostly when we work with adults, they don't have much time to invest. It's not just money, it's time what they don't have, you know.
Yeah.
So it's, I have this little time, and I'm not able to see my
Hmm.
progress. So and then they tell you, okay, I can understand. I But when I need to
Produce.
share my ideas, uh, I'm stuck and I'm blocked and I can't move on. So that is uh, the main concern. They
Hmm.
they meet me and they say, like, what can we do?
Exactly.
And that is the key. Uh, that is what we need to change. Maybe the way we teach, maybe the way they are learning. That is uh, the strategy. I mean,
Yeah.
so we need to change the strategies that maybe strategies were not bad before. They were useful and they worked, but when you reach certain level, you need to change them.
Exactly.
Uh, mhm,
Exactly. There's no other way. But that's the thing, that's the intermediate plateau over there.
mhm.
So sometimes they just stop learning because they think they already know everything. And then
Exactly.
suddenly they're like, okay, but why I know, but then at the same time I cannot produce it.
Hmm.
And sometimes they don't know about this input and output, right?
Yeah, absolutely. They um they feel that learning has stopped,
Hmm.
really. But it's just that it has become less visible, and more complex.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, I have to admit, maybe we have been offering something that is not uh, good. For example, okay, you need more complex structures.
Yeah.
You need more vocabulary. You need to study harder, and you put a burden on their shoulders that maybe that should shift from more to better,
Mm-hmm.
to deeper, not more. Okay, maybe asking, what do you already have? What do you have? What do you know? Okay, now let's go deeper, deeper.
Exactly.
Your learning strategies should evolve. So it's not learning more, it's learning better in a
Yes,
different way.
exactly.
And that's where we have to come up with the ideas because the learner is not gonna do it. So that's what I'm concerned about. What can I do as a teacher
Well, that's a good question
to
because
help them?
not all of them, not all the teachers actually ask that question because they just say go straight to the student. Hey, you're not learning.
Yeah,
You
you
are
didn't
not
study.
learning, but you never say, "Oh, am I doing something good? Or maybe I need to change the strategy here." Right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Changing studies
that's the
are
way.
it's not easy.
Yeah,
It's not easy
no.
because we are comfortable in a way.
Hmm.
Uh, so changing is difficult for us teachers. It's
Exactly. That's the
yeah.
comfort zone.
Hmm, absolutely. Another thing that I was thinking about is how perfectionism is another obstacle.
Ooh, all right.
Something I pay attention to is my students' mindset, the way they think. Actually, when I started talking with you, I said, well, my project is small, my project is uh,
Yeah,
simple,
yes.
nothing new. I don't have my method. Uh, I try to gather good things from different methods that we already know, and I try to use them to help my students. It's like a humble vision, but sometimes students start to compare themselves.
Mm,
Uh, for example, uh, business people who needs
mhm.
the language for working. Uh,
Exactly.
they they tell me I don't speak in my in my meetings because there are always better uh,
Oh,
colleagues speaking English. Actually, this is something I'm facing now. It's like, wow, it's an international conversation. There are many uh, teachers there listening who might
mhm.
be much better than me. That is all the time. Perfectionism is something that I
Yes.
find my students all the time, and that is so difficult to find to fight.
To fight it, yes. No, that's
Yeah.
true. And but I don't know why we tend actually to have that. That's a really good one there. Because there's always something that makes us feel like maybe we're not good enough. If I'm not good enough, I'm not gonna go a little bit, pushing a little bit more. No, no, I'm just gonna stay here. This is my comfort zone. I'm not gonna change that. I'm not gonna do it. Maybe I'm not that good to be there. No, no, I'll just stay here. But I think we
Mm,
as teachers, I mean, we are teachers. We actually went through many, many situations. We learn while we teach. So I think
absolutely.
it's on the way, and
Hmm.
regardless of the method, I think a teacher is much more than a method. A teacher
Absolutely.
is strategy.
Yeah, absolutely. And and allowing yourself to make mistakes too. When students start to level up, they become more aware of the
Hmm.
language. They become more aware of their mistakes. And that is
Exactly.
another reason. So actually, when we talk about shifting strategies or
Hmm.
finding new ways, I also think about uh, asking ourselves something before teaching. I'm gonna share this idea with you. I need to ask myself, what conversation does my learner actually have, work or whatever they are?
Yeah.
What meetings they have to attend? What situations make them anxious, maybe? What interactions uh, they need?
Hmm.
So that is something that we need to pay attention. It's not grammar, it's not vocabulary, it's not more. It's exploring language uh, in the context they are using it. So I
Yes.
think that is what is working for me at the moment. Okay, where do you need to speak English? In what context? Okay, next week I have a meeting. What kind of meeting do you have? This one. Okay, let's analyze that kind of conversation. And there you shift from grammar based or just vocabulary to uh, discourse analysis, for example. I'm gonna into the topic because I know there are experts on the
Yeah.
topic, but uh, you need to analyze what kinds of conversation, the structure, the tone. I don't know. So that will help your student feel more comfortable. It's difficult for me to talk about confidence. That's another thing. Uh, but maybe uh, more how can I explain that? Feeling they know what they have to say in the right
Yes.
moment.
Yes. I know
So
what you mean. Yeah, I think that's what it's all about. I mean, making them feel that this is not just a subject. It
mhm,
transcends, it goes actually beyond that. And yeah,
mhm,
perfectionism, what a beautiful word there. Always trying to be the best, always trying to look or sound good. You know, you have something that my all my Argentinian guests here in this show have actually said perfectionism. Why do you have to care so much about this? No, little by little, you will find it. Maria Mena in one of the episodes as well, she just mentioned exactly what you just said. Soul said it
mhm.
as well. So it's like a trend, and it has to be like that because that's what language is. Even let's say in the native language, in your native language, for sure you make mistakes because that's a fact. And for sure there are many words that you don't even know how to use them. So if
Mhm.
that happens in a native language level, it's impossible not to happen in a second language.
Yeah, actually, I think the thing is that we've been trained under a very strict uh, pedagogy.
Hmm.
Uh, Maybe when I was back at the teacher training college, it was hard. Uh, I was asked for many things, and yeah, I was not allowed to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Nowadays, uh, uh, the perspective has
Hmm.
changed, thank God. But maybe that's a reason. We've been trained under those concepts.
Yeah.
You need to sound like a native.
Mm-hmm.
You need to sound uh, like
Hmm.
this or like
Exactly.
even.
But you said now something that I'm actually totally against this. Nativism and non-nativism. That, oh my goodness, that really actually hit a nerve there. Because I actually follow another account on Instagram. There's a
Mm,
teacher. Her Instagram is called the non-native teacher. It's amazing that we've been actually looking at people on this trend, in a judgmental trend. Oh, why
mm.
you sound like that? Hold on a second. Where are you from? I hear your accent is like this. And honestly, okay, an accent is not just a proof of where you're coming from. But that's also a proof that you've been actually moving between monolingual to bilingual, and some of them trilingual or polyglot,
Mm,
multilingual. But no, instead of like looking at that advantage, we say like as a disadvantage. Oh no, but you sound like this. Isn't it like
mm,
this? No.
mm. Yeah,
And
I,
teachers
I,
are the
I,
ones who actually judge.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Have you actually had this
My
type
own
of
learners, my, my own learners, when they have a meeting with people from other countries, and I say, oh, this week I'm meeting that country
yeah.
person. I'm not gonna mention it.
Oh, of course.
But but they speak English in such a horrible way. Hey, hold your horses, because we are all learning.
Yeah,
They are making a great effort to
exactly.
communicate, and we can have mistakes, of course. As I'm speaking, I'm sure I have my mistakes, but I can communicate, and that is what we need. That is the breakthrough, to
Mm-hmm.
communicate. That is uh, to stop being in silence and overcome that problem, and share your ideas, and share what you feel, and share your I don't know, your suggestions for a project. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So
Exactly.
that is the what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
That's the point. So now that we were talking, I remember that at the beginning before getting online, uh, you were telling me a little bit about some colleagues, so-called colleagues, who have a little bit of an ego over there and believe they invent everything. This is also a part of a system that it's making us feel that we're not doing enough sometimes. And it's part of
yeah.
it. It's not correct. It's not appropriate. So have you had
Mm.
these type of colleagues who actually come to you and say, hey, why you sound like that? It's not like that. I mean, they're
Mhm.
Methodists, they're grammarians, and they're all the top
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. There are uh, there are some uh, online coaches
Hmm.
uh, who are claiming that they have their own method,
Hmm.
and I'm surprised, because as I told you, our profession has already given us decades of excellent research
Yes.
and communicative language teaching, lexical approach, grammar in context. I don't know. We can mention
Exactly.
a lot. And really, it's quite a bit of a stretch to say, I have my method. It it sounds great. Breakthrough experience. Wow, yes, great. But uh thing is that we need to gather everything we have studied
Hmm.
and try to find the best way to combine everything and give the
Hmm.
best to our students.
Exactly.
And yeah, and sometimes I feel like, hey, I don't have a method. What a poor teacher I am. I mean, ah, I don't know. I should create something new and outstanding. Well, actually, I prefer keep on exploring. And the same happens to our learners, I think, in order to break through the plateau.
Hmm.
Maybe they think I need something new. I need more. But what they need is to go deeper into what they already know,
Yeah.
explore the language. And that takes time, Mike. And sometimes people don't like to take time, poor thing.
Yeah.
We live in a society where everything is fast. That's another thing.
Instant
Colleagues
gratification.
selling, colleagues selling fast learning processes. Lie, lie, lie. It's a lie. Learning takes
I
time.
talk about it. Some colleagues, these gurus, they call themselves gurus of a language, and they actually come out and say, "Hey, you'll become a fluent, like a native level In 3 months.
3 months.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
By now, according to that, for sure we're multilingual for sure.
Yeah.
Based on that, we're all multilinguals now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So here I, sometimes I feel that when I want to go deeper, for example, okay, let's work on pronunciation. Let's work on collocation, which
Mm,
something for breaking through, you need to go deeper there.
mm-hmm.
My students feels that I I'm not giving them new things. It's like, okay, I think the teacher doesn't know what what to give or what to
Yeah.
teach this week, so she repeated last
Oh,
sessions. Uh, I know I want you to consolidate. You need to consolidate this, enjoy the process, and go deeper into uh, repetition, but not parrot-like repetition.
yeah.
I mean, uh, I, when I talk about repetition, I talk about meaningful, giving you the same context, different versions of the same context for you to practice and consolidate what is difficult for you, what is uh, uh, what is not
Mm-hmm.
working, you know?
Yeah.
So, and I feel students don't like that much. And
Mm-hmm.
that is another thing that prevents them from improving.
Yes.
I don't know if you agree on
No,
that. Okay.
definitely. Put them into into different words, is exactly the same. I actually told we have these weekly discussions with the colleagues here in my job. And I remember one time I just told him, because quite the same what you said, but a little bit of a different words, as I told you. It's like, remember, guys, learning a language is not about just learning, I mean, by memory,
Mm-mm.
but it's learning with memory, which is
Yeah.
totally different.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you say,
Yeah.
it's not just
Yeah.
repeating, but it's
Yeah.
actually being able to take those words and use them, make them yours.
Retrieving
Hmm.
language and being able to use them in a context that you need it.
Yeah.
And in this repetition, they feel that sometimes they need a brand new topic every week. But maybe what we encourage them to do is to go to that language awareness,
Hmm.
you know,
Yes.
to instead of, okay, maybe they wait for correction all the time, or okay, teachers should correct every mistake, so I change it and that's it.
Hmm.
But we need to help them notice patterns, new patterns for locations, and lead them
Hmm.
through questions or to reformulate ideas, to become
Yeah.
independent. Because if not, I'm always giving them what they need. And then the meeting at the company comes and they don't have the teacher to support them, to back
Yes.
them up. So they
Exactly.
don't retrieve and they can't produce. So that is another thing uh, I'm
Hmm.
tempted to do all the time. When I listen to my students, it's hard for me to listen and to shut up, to say, don't say anything, don't back them up, don't. Sometimes I'm like a mom trying to help them all the time, and it's
Yeah.
not like that.